Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk. Today we're going to be doing a live bracket filling out of the NSP bracket for the playoffs, NFL playoffs. It's going to be really, really fun. Me and Vincent are here. Vince is going to be showing off his bracket first that he's already completed and submitted that he cannot change. And then after that, I will be filling out mine live with you guys so I can get your guys' live reactions, live thoughts, and you guys can tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm stupid, whatever you want. I know I'm right. I'm just kidding. I think last year when we did this bracket, I was just completely wrong, and I think I got last out of the three of us. So hopefully I got to redeem myself this time, especially with this year's pick'ems every single week. I got last there also. It was close. I almost got Vincent. I was really close. So let's get right on into it. Brar's here right away talking to smack. He says the 49ers are going to smoke the Hawks. He is correct in that part. Vincent, you got anything to say to that?
I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties here, but I think I fixed it right now. But Brar, I don't think it's going to be that game. I don't think you guys double us up on the score there. But I do think it's going to be a hard game for us to win for sure. The 49ers have the upper hand, in my opinion.
All right. So you have it. So we're gonna get right on into this. Vincent, do you, whenever you get a chance, you want to pull up your bracket and show us, so you can explain it a little bit whenever you get a chance. All right. So I think Vincent's having more technical difficulties, so we're gonna go ahead and bypass his pick'em sheets, and go ahead and get right into mine. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop up my screen right here. This is my thoughts on what's gonna happen this playoff bracket. So I'm gonna go through week to week, or game to game, really, and tell you who do I think is going to win each and every single matchup. I'm just going to go into this. And if you're wondering where this pick'em sheet is, this is the NSP, as you can see from the bottom right. This is the NSP playoff bracket for the NFL. We did this last year, and we're doing it again this year. So if you haven't gotten this from us, message us in the Discord, message us in social media, and let us know, hey, I want to get this bracket. I want to play. I want to try to win. And if you're wondering, what do I win if I get the most right? What happens? If you get the most right, we are going to be giving out a signed NFL sports memorabilia. So that is what we're going to be giving out. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and jump in into this bracket. I'm going to be filling mine out live for you guys. Brar says the 49ers are going to be beating the Seahawks by 37-17. I think that's I don't know about you guys scoring 37. I'll say 31, maybe. Maybe 31-17. I could see that, but I don't think 37. That's a lot of points. I don't know if you guys cover that much. But covering by 20, that's a major bet there, Brar. But let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm gonna go first game right off the bat. We got Miami Dolphins versus the Bills. Right here, I think this one's a no-brainer. Buffalo Bills, they're a very dominant team. They finished the regular season 13-3, and the Miami Dolphins were crawling, kicking and screaming, getting dragged into that last playoff spot. They barely beat the Jets in that disgusting Week 18 game. And Tua's out. He still has some concussion. Prayers up for Tua. Hopefully he gets better soon. Hopefully he'll be better back next year, because he's not going to play next week because they ain't winning this week. I got the Buffalo Bills winning the first game. I don't like the Dolphins here. Teddy Bridgewater may play. I don't think he's 100% yet, as the last time I checked. And I forget their backup, their third string. I forget his name, but I would be absolutely shocked if they went into Buffalo and won this game. I do not see it happening. I would be absolutely shocked. So that's why I'm picking the Buffalo Bills here. Vincent, you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, man. I also have the Bills there. Sorry about my little dog here; he's being a little rascal. But I also have the Bills there. Yeah, I'd agree.
All right. Very good. Brar, he coming back in the chat. Hey, 49ers have had 33 last 5 out of 6 games. Obviously, I feel like they may slow down a bit because of the playoff intensity. It definitely could happen, man. Yeah, I still stick by what I say. It's not like the Seahawks are a bad team. They have a terrific rookie in Tariq Woolen. They have other stars, Diggs at the safety position. I don't think this is a team you should just absolutely laugh about. But at the end of the day, just I don't trust I don't trust the Seahawks to win this, but I definitely just don't see you guys scoring 37. But obviously, you guys are going to win this one. I'm going to get to that one at the 4th game. But as I've been saying, like, the Seahawks ain't going to win this. All right. So the Buffalo Bills, I got them beating the Dolphins. The next up, I got Bengals versus Ravens. Bengals, terrible. They were terrible at the start of the season, and then they started getting hot mid-season, and now they're red hot going to the playoffs. They look like they can go on another playoff run this year as the number 3 seed instead of being the wild card as they were last year. And they are going against the Baltimore Ravens, 10-7, who were pretty hot at the beginning of the year, but Lamar Jackson has a grade 2 PCL sprain. It's almost a grade 3. He came out today and clarified that for us. And I don't think he's going to be. He's not going to be playing this game. He said he's not. It's been reported that. And Huntley is not 100%. I do believe he practiced today. Tyler Huntley did, but it is still a game time decision to see who plays at the quarterback position. Nestor says hello. What is up, Nestor? It's good to see you, man. Vincent, who'd you take here? You're muted right now.
It's probably because I don't have my mic here. I have my mic now.
Oh, wow.
No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. But which game were we talking about here? I had to leave for a little bit.
Ravens and Bengals.
Ravens and Bengals. Oh, I took Bengals all day on that one. I just think with Lamar Jackson being limited, like you were talking about right now, I think it's kind of hard for anyone to not choose the Bengals the way they're playing.
I like it. So obviously, I got the Bengals here. The Ravens, you would have to be playing absolutely dominant on defense in order for you to win this game because your offense is not going to put up a lot of points. And I just don't see that happening. So I got the Bengals, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, next game, you got the Chargers versus Jaguars. Chargers are a team that I am not that big of a fan of. A lot of people have been hyping them up, Justin Herbert, etc. I think they are much better right now when they have Keenan Allen on the field. But Mike Williams is not 100% go for this game, and I just don't see them putting up a lot of points. Jacksonville Jaguars, who thought we were going to be here in the wild card weekend, seeing the Jacksonville Jaguars playing in the wild card spots. I am absolutely shocked. I cannot believe it. Yeah, I'm just absolutely shocked. The Jacksonville Jaguars are actually here in the playoff spots. But even though I'm shocked that they're in the wild card spots, I still have them beating the Chargers. Actually, I think there's a lot of people that are actually wanting to choose the Jaguars here. They're not that bad of a team, and with that, I think Mike Williams is going to be the dagger in the heart for the Chargers. What do you think, Vincent?
I would also agree here, man. I'm going Jaguars here. I just think they're playing better as a team as of coming into the playoffs. It was pretty sketchy in the beginning. They were not playing up to par at the beginning of the season, but they caught fire these past 4 to 5 weeks. So that's good for them. I think they ride that into going into the wild card. And I think the Chargers are kind of hurting. Like you were saying, Mike Williams, he's the guy who's going to make a difference. So they need that long ball with Mike Williams, the big body to get him on some post routes, get in there, get some big yardage, maybe even a touchdown like he used to last year. But right now, the Chargers just aren't that great of a team coming into the playoffs. They are a great team. They have a lot of talent, but it's how they're going to put it together and how they're going to utilize it coming into this wild card week, because it's a totally different game when it's a playoff game.
I like it. I like it. And the big thing about this one, it doesn't feel like there's 100% a clear winner, and that's because both of these teams, both these quarterbacks, have not been to the playoffs in a while, or they've never played in the playoffs. Both Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence have never been to the playoffs. Justin Herbert, this is his third year in the league. This is Trevor Lawrence's second year in the league. Both of these guys, we don't know if they play well in the playoffs. We don't know. They don't know what the playoffs are like. Both of these teams, Jaguars obviously haven't been there in a long time. Since what's his name?
Since Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles led them to the playoffs. I blanked on his name. Since Blake Bortles led them to the playoffs, and the Chargers haven't been there since Phillip Rivers left. This is a completely new Charger team. This is a completely new Jaguar team since both of those times. I'm very excited for this game, and I feel like it could go either way. So this is like the first two, Dolphins, Bills, easy Bills should be. Bengals, Ravens, easy game, Bengals, it should be. This Chargers, Jaguars game could turn out to be a very good one, and I'm very excited about it. All right. Here we go. Seahawks versus Niners. Obviously, if you're a fan of the show, there's a big Seahawks fan right underneath me, and there's a big Niners fan who is not joining us tonight, unfortunately. He's got other things going on. But he is a avid 49ers fan. We have a multitude of 49ers fans with a few. I think there's a few Seahawks fans out there that with Seahawks talk launching recently, where we are starting to pull them into the fold. But Seahawks and Niners, they played twice this year. And if I remember correctly, both of them weren't really close for the Seahawks. Am I correct in saying that, Vince?
Yeah, you are correct. I believe the first one was 27-7, and the second one was 21 or 20-14, something like that. It was pretty close. We got beat in both of them, of course. The 49ers are a better team coming into the playoffs. They were a better team in the season. We were not expected to make playoffs at all. We had to have some things happen. Unfortunately, Reed was on the bad end of that. But it is what it is, right? That's NFL, any given Sunday, any given Saturday for this game. So that's my mentality going into this. The Seahawks have that sliver of a chance, and that's why I have them winning here.
All right. Obviously, you are biased. So here is an unbiased person who can actually accurately predict these playoffs, and without any unbiased, except a little bit, which you guys will see a little bit later. But if the Packers are in here, obviously I'll be taken to the Super Bowl, even though I know that probably would not happen. So I'm very excited that I can just unbiasedly pick these picks. But 49ers, Seahawks, 49ers, obviously the better team here. But can the moment be too much for Brock Purdy? I don't think it ends here for them. It does not. This moment is not too big for Brock Purdy. He's played in big games before in college. He's still a rookie, but he knows this team well. Obviously, I don't think he played against them the first time. That was Jimmy Garoppolo. But the second time, Brock Purdy did play. And this 49ers team, they're amazing on defense. They rush to the ball. They are quick. They are fast. And I think even though there's some very bright future for the Seahawks, I think, with their amazing rookies, potentially, hopefully, if they re-sign Geno, I think there's a lot that Seattle has going for them. I would love to see what they're able to do this next year. But this is where their season ends. 49ers just proved too much for them, and 49ers move on to the divisional round. Sorry to tell you this, Vince.
Hey, man, I'm not saying that it's a bad pick, but there's some concern there with trying to beat the same team 3 times a year. You've said it before.
Yes, this is true.
And the playoffs are different, you know. Geno Smith actually has a lot more under his belt. I'm not saying he has any playoff wins or anything like that, especially now with the Seahawks since it's his first year under center here. But anything can happen. That's what I'm just going to keep going with. I'm not that biased because after this, I will have a spoiler alert. I have the Seahawks losing in the next round in my playoff bracket.
All right, I like that. But the thing is, why I am not going by the three. You play a team 3 times. It's hard to beat them the third time, which is very, very much true, Vincent. It's because the 49ers are the 2nd seed and you guys are the 7th seed. And there's a little trend going on since they've added the 7th seed where the 7th seed just absolutely gets their butt whooped in the wild card round. They do not stand a chance. They get absolutely killed. I love that it becomes more exciting for the playoff race during the regular season because they've added this 7th seed. Anybody has a chance. Of course, obviously, if you get the 7th seed, you have a chance at the Super Bowl. But there's a reason why these 7th seeds aren't doing well. It's because they're just not good teams usually. Even though if the Packers were in the 7th seed, I would be like, yeah, the Packers are going to win. In the back of my head, I know we're a 7th seed. We shouldn't be there. We have no right being there. We were probably going to get killed. So that's why I got the Niners. You guys are a 7th seed. You guys shouldn't be there. But you are. Hey, take your moment. Take your moment. Win this game. Prove me wrong.
We'll see. See you on Saturday.
All right. And then next game, Giants versus the fraud Vikings. Vikings are a absolutely just not good team. I feel like they're a 7th seed, honestly. So the way the Giants win this game, if they want to win this game, and I will say it's definitely not going to be easy. This team played like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I want to say. And the final score was 27-24. Vikings coming up on top because they scored a 61-yard field goal.
Yep.
61. So stupid. Vikings, their luck runs out here, in my opinion. Saquon, run the ball. Tire out this Vikings defense. They will not be able to keep up with you. And then other than that, just play good, sound defense. Jam Justin Jefferson at the line. Do not let him get a full head of steam because you let that happen, he's going to beat you. Jam him at the line just like Jair did. Shove him. If you want to know how to stop Justin Jefferson, look at Jair's tape. Justin Jefferson's 2 worst games in his career were both against Jair Alexander. That is just facts. Even though the Vikings fans cry about it, that is just facts. You got to have somebody that can stuff him there. Whatever happens after that, double coverage him. Stop him right there. If you can stop Justin Jefferson, you win this game. Dalvin Cook, Madison. I know Dalvin Cook's not 100% for this game. I haven't seen his actual game status or he's been playing. I know he got hurt this past week. I think that's how the Giants win this game. Now, if they beat themselves and let stupid things happen and let the Vikings start rolling and have a big comeback, Giants, keep your foot on the pedal. That's why I got the New York Giants winning this game.
Not bad. I have the Giants winning as well.
Obviously a little biased here, but whatevs, All right. Cowboys versus Buccaneers. Now, I will say, I wrestled with this one a lot. This is just like the Chargers and Jaguars. I don't know who's going to win this game. Cowboys are the favorites. I don't know what favorites there are as far as betting odds, but Cowboys versus Buccaneers, they are the Cowboys are a better team. Buccaneers have been struggling all year long. But even when they win games, they're struggling. This offense is not playing very well. Defense is playing just well enough to win games. But the thing is, it's Tom Brady in the playoffs. And the past 10 years, it's been for Tom Brady. He wins the Super Bowl, then he loses the Super Bowl, then he wins the Super Bowl, then he loses, and then he doesn't win the Super Bowl, and then he wins the Super Bowl, and then he doesn't win the Super Bowl. Well, last year he didn't win the Super Bowl. If we continue this past 10 years of trend, he should win the Super Bowl this year.
Yep.
So it becomes very hard for me to pick this game. Blurpy says, "Go Bucks, baby." So you obviously got the Bucks here. You got the Cowboys losing. The thing is, if the Cowboys play well, if they play the way they're supposed to, they win this game. If they beat the Cowboys and beat themselves, they will lose this game to Tom Brady. Because if you let Tom Brady hang around in this game and give him a drive to run down that field and score, he will score. Is that a fact, Vincent?
It is a fact, man. We played against him this year in Germany, and I mean he was fresh off of the divorce and everything. He had some anger in him. I still think he has some anger in him. He wants to go win another Super Bowl chip and defy the odds again. But Tom Brady's Tom Brady. He's the GOAT for a reason. He's just gonna do what he does in the playoffs, and he usually just always wins in the playoffs. So it's hard to bet against the guy.
But I'm going to. I got the Cowboys. I've got the Cowboys winning, and I'm just hoping that they start off hot and just continue hot and just stuff the ball down the Buccaneers. Use Zeke, use Pollard, hone in on the run game because Dak is not going to win this game for you. All right, run the ball, and if you pass the ball, pass the Pollard.
I would agree with you. I don't have the Cowboys winning here just because I think they're going to be the Cowboys, and they showed it last week. They were just irrelevant in playing football in its entirety. I think they only put 6 points up against the Commanders. Don't get me wrong, the Commanders are not a team to sleep on. They should have a future coming for them once they get that quarterback situation figured out. But, I mean, the Buccaneers, they just have pretty much Tom Brady and Mike Evans. Everywhere else, it's hard for them to keep it going consistently. Rachaad White, he's either playing great in a game or he's irrelevant. Leonard Fournette, he's either great in a game too or he's irrelevant. And Godwin, I mean, he's always relevant, but he doesn't score touchdowns. He just gets yards. So the Buccaneers are not going to win with field goals. They need touchdowns. So I have the Bucs winning here, but it's just dependent on how the Cowboys play on offense.
I like it. I like it. As I said, I don't feel confident in that pick with the Cowboys. I do not. All right, so just to recap everything, I got the Bills winning against the Dolphins, the Bengals versus winning against the Ravens, Jags versus Chargers, Jags over Chargers, Niners over Seahawks, Giants over Vikings, and then the Cowboys over the Bucks. All right, let's go on to the divisional round. Bengals versus the Bills. To start it off, this is a hard game to pick right here. Let me tell you. Bengals are a good team. Let me tell you. They have figured it out. They've got the formula right. They had it a rough beginning of the season. And the Bills, they're a good team also. The hard thing about this is they technically just played, but it got canceled. And everybody was super hyped for this game because they want to see, like, the Bengals beat the Chiefs. Can the Bills beat the Bengals though? I don't know, man. I'm just gonna come out straight out with my pick and not drag it out anymore. I got Bengals.
There you go.
I love the Bills. I really want them to do it for DeMar Hamlin. I would hate for them to come out and lose in the divisional. And I feel like they got a lot going for them, honestly, man. They have had a story of a year with the snowstorms, with other things happening in Buffalo, the shooting, stuff like that. And I just feel like the whole city is around this team. The team is very, very tight after everything that's happened to them. But I got the Bengals winning this one, and I really want to choose the Bills, but I think the Bengals win this out.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Reed. I think Buffalo, the Bills, everything that is coordinated with their organization, they need some stuff to happen to just like heal and everything, right? And DeMar Hamlin, thank God that he is out of the ER. He's back home healthy. There's even talks about him maybe even leading the team out of the tunnel for one of their playoff games. We don't know if that will happen or not, but that would be
so
amazing.
Cool.
That'd be so amazing just to start off the playoffs like that first playoff weekend. It'd be awesome. But this is getting back to football. I think the Bengals are the better team coming into the playoffs. The Bills have some shaky weeks. They still are a great team, don't get me wrong, but I have the Bengals winning here too. I think Joe Burrow and company are just going to come into the playoffs like they did last year, and they're going to wreck it again. So give me the Bengals.
I like it. I like it. All right, move on to the Chiefs versus Jaguars. Jaguars have upset the Chargers, or not really upset because they're the higher seed, lower seed, but they're coming into the Chiefs. They're feeling good about themselves. Just won their first playoff game in years. They've just made the playoffs for the first time in years. They're feeling good about themselves. But this is the Kansas City Chiefs, and I
Yep.
think that the playoffs this is where the playoffs just showed that there's too big for them, and the Jaguars, even though that they're a good team and I'm really happy for them that they turned things around, they show their inexperience here and then they're not ready. Remember, this team was 9-8. That's a 7th seed worthy record. This is where they show their true colors, and I got the Kansas City Chiefs winning this game. You're going to see the Chiefs run all the type of plays. They're going to run ring around Rosie. What was that come over game? I forget what it's.
I don't remember, but everybody holds hands and
Yeah,
basically.
they're going to come up with all the funny trick plays against the Jaguars just because they can. Yeah, I got the Chiefs easily in this game, which sets up a AFC Championship of Bengals versus Chiefs, just like it was last year.
Well, man, so far on the AFC side, me and you are exactly the same here. I have the Chiefs as well. The Jaguars faced up against the 2nd seed, basically, of the AFC, whatever division they are. Sometimes I forget the divisions that Kansas City and the Chargers are in, but they played the babies of that division. Now they're coming and playing the big papas of Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chiefs are just way better than the Chargers in every aspect, I would say. So the Chiefs definitely win here. I think it's a easier game. Not too many people will probably be tuning in there unless they want to watch a slaughter.
Yep. I'll be tuning in just because I love football, and we're almost done, man. And
Yeah,
we hit the long golf season.
for sure.
All right, next game, we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco Niners. The Cowboys will have to be traveling to San Francisco Bay, the Bay Area, and trying to defeat the Niners after they lost to them last year. If you guys remember last year, Cowboys versus Niners, you remember that very famous last play where they try to get the snap off. They don't know where the ref is or they don't know the rules, and they don't get the snap off, and it ends and the Cowboys just lose just like that. I don't know how it's going to end this time, but I don't got the Cowboys. I got the Niners, man. The only, as I said with the Seahawks, the only way the Cowboys are able to beat the Niners here is if they somehow stop Brock Purdy, get to his head, get him early so he doesn't get rolling. This team the Niners can still win just by running the ball because they have CMC back there, who's absolutely incredible. But I don't know. I just don't like this Cowboys team enough. Unless they really impress me against the Buccaneers, there's no way I change this pick.
Yeah, man. Getting to your bracket here, because mine's a little different. I had the Seahawks winning, so mine's different game. But this game here, if the Cowboys do end up playing the 49ers here, I think you said it best. The only way the Cowboys win is if they pressure Purdy, because I think they can stop the run game with McCaffrey, because McCaffrey's more of a pass-catching back, in my opinion. He's great at running it, but the Cowboys have a good defensive line. They have a good linebacker core. I think they can limit McCaffrey in the run game, but it's when the pass game gets going when the 49ers are dangerous. Because if Purdy has enough time back there, he's got Kittle, he's got Deebo Samuel, he's got McCaffrey, he's got Ayuk, he's got everybody, man. There's even second stringers in there that can come and make a difference. That AJ knows their names better than I do.
Juwan Jennings,
yeah, they have a
McLeod,
bunch of people. So
Ray.
They have Shanahan calling that offense and giving them the best capability to win and get to the Super Bowl this year. It's going to be hard for the Cowboys if they do end up here, but if there was my pick here and the Seahawks are already out, I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers. I think they are the better team here.
Yeah. I like it. All right, going on to the Giants versus Eagles. Really funny thing of this divisional round for the NFC. This is just the NFC East versus the Niners. Really.
Yeah.
Here comes AJ. He says Niners all the way. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. All right, now I got you going to the championship. We'll see how they do there. All right, we'll see. All right. Giants versus Eagles. Eagles. Jalen Hurts. He's got a week off. He should be very well rested by this time. He should. I would hope he would be 100% or close to it. Obviously, at this point in the season, no one's really playing 100%. Everybody's a little bit banked up. But New York Giants, in my opinion, to beat this Eagles team, you're gonna have to play perfect. You're gonna have to play very, very well. I'm talking offense. You're gonna have to run the ball to keep this Eagles offense off the sideline. You're gonna have to play well special teams. You're gonna have to play very, very well in all cylinders because the Eagles are gonna put up points, whether that's on the run game, Jalen Hurts running, or it's gonna be with AJ Brown scoring touchdowns. I got the Eagles here winning against the New York Giants. Vincent, what are your thoughts?
Well, my matchup is the Seahawks versus Eagles, and I have the Eagles winning there. But since the Eagles are facing up against the Giants, I think it's crazy that I believe, if I'm not incorrect here, all the Eagles' losses, besides one of them, is from their own division. Commanders beat them, and then the Cowboys beat them. Now, the Giants had 2 opportunities to beat the Eagles, and they did not. I think the Eagles can win here. I think if they play up against the Giants, it's going to be a tougher game because the Giants have a lot of tape on them. They have all the divisional games tape on them. And if Jalen Hurts is not 100% healthy, like the MVP that I predicted that he would be, I think that the Giants have a good possibility of getting pressure on him, bottling him up because they know he's a running quarterback. And even with that shoulder we saw this past game, he was kind of hesitant. He wasn't running the ball, going out there and playing like he usually was. He was a little bit hesitant with that shoulder. Hopefully he's a lot better by this time. I think the Giants lose here. I still have the Eagles going to the NFC Championship.
All right. Going on to the AFC Championship. We are in the championship round. These get our big games. This is where teams really show who they are, if they're good enough to be able to beat this other amazing team, really. So AFC Championship, we got the Bengals versus Chiefs, just like last year, how it was. This is a really good game.
It is.
It is very hard to pick this game. The Bengals were able to upset the Chiefs last year. In my opinion, I just don't see how they're able to do it again. I got the Chiefs winning this one and going to the Super Bowl. I know, Vincent, you got the Bengals winning this. I think they are a really good team. I think they definitely have the chance to, and I might be wrong about the Chiefs. But the thing is, I just don't like their defense as much. I know the Chiefs' defense is nothing to like be proud about. But Travis Kelce's gonna have a field day. There's nobody on this Bengals team that can stop him. I think they can limit the Bengals offense just enough for the Chiefs to hold on to this win.
I mean, you're not incorrect. I do have the Bengals here, and you're not incorrect that the Chiefs' defense is nothing to rave about. The only thing that the Chiefs do have is a decent D line. Their rookie that they drafted this past year in the draft, Karlaftis, he's been getting many sacks these past 4 weeks of the season. They also have, I think his name is Chris Jones. He's their defensive tackle there. He's amazing as well. He gets sacks all the time, every single game, especially when they matter and they need them the most. So the Chiefs' defense is not anything to laugh about, but it's not the best one either. So I think if the Chiefs can get some pressure here on the Bengals, they will win this game because Joe Burrow is basically a one-man team there. If he doesn't get the ball out, it's not going to get out. And we saw that last year in the Super Bowl. He just needed, I think, like 0.5 seconds to win the Super Bowl and get it out there. But I have the Bengals winning here. I think everything goes good for them again. They make it back to the Super Bowl this year.
I like it. I like it. I got the Chiefs. Other unlike Vincent, pull up Ray's comment here. He says, "Wait, where are the Titans? I just woke up from a coma after they beat the Packers. We were 7-3." Ray, I'm so happy that you've woken up out of this coma. Really funny story. The Packers almost had a chance to make the playoffs. And then we lost, just like you guys did. The Jaguars beat you out, man. It's crazy. It's a wild world we live in. It kind of feels like probably that you woke up in this alternate reality, really. So if you need help adjusting, let us know. Catch up on NSP. Watch all our old videos. We'll catch you up, man. All right. Glad you're here, Rave.
Yeah.
So moving on to the NFC Championship, because we've already picked the AFC, and we've said who's going to make the AFC Championship this year. Niners, and now we're going to go to NFC. Niners versus Philadelphia Eagles. Niners will have to travel to Philadelphia, and let me tell you, it is not easy to beat a team in Philadelphia. I'm not positive on their record there. I believe the Cowboys beat them in Philadelphia, I think, if I remember correctly. So I know they at least have one loss. But the Eagles played great in Philly. They are going to, in my opinion, play very, very well in this game. Rafe says, LMAO, hope you guys been doing good. We have been doing good, man. We appreciate you tuning in. We are big fans of Rave around here. Back to the game. Niners, in my opinion, they are have to play some very sound defense. You guys have an amazing line, a defensive line that can get pressure with just 4 men. The problem is this Eagles offensive line is so freaking good. They are so good. They got like 3 Pro Bowlers, if I'm correct, on that offensive line. And the other 2 guys ain't nothing to laugh about. So I think this is one in the trenches, in my opinion. Can the Niners D-line beat the Eagles O-line? Can the Eagles defensive line beat the Niners O-line? Both of these guys, they're one of the biggest parts of their team is built on the line. Amazing players on both sides of the ball for both of these teams on the line. And I've got the Niners winning.
Okay.
I think the Eagles just cut just short here. The Niners defense just plays that much better than the Eagles and just stops Hurts and the offensive line just enough to pull out a win here. Vincent, what are your thoughts here? I know you don't agree. You got the Niners losing back in the wild card round. And you definitely had the Eagles winning and going to the Super Bowl. So what are your thoughts here about my pick here?
Yeah, man. So this game here, if this game were to happen, if Reed miraculously gets the entire bracket to go, unlike
it's completely right.
Yeah, I think it's probably completely right this year, Reed. But the 49ers versus Eagles, this would be an amazing game in the NFC Championship. I know AJ would be at the edge of his seat the entire game. It would be awesome to see because I'm pretty sure we'll be there if it happens. But the Eagles are a great, great team. And I remember in the beginning of the season, everybody doubted them just like they doubted the Seahawks. They said the O-line is not going to be good. They put all this money into it. It's not going to be great, blah, 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 blah. They're like, A.J. Brown coming over doesn't make a difference. The Eagles are still not going to be good. And now they're the best team in football, basically, as of record-wise. I think this game will be a brawl. If I had it like this, I think I would also pick the Niners to win here. But I sadly have the Bucs versus Eagles. I have the Buccaneers going all the way to the NFC Championship. I think that the Eagles would win because the Bucs just can't keep it going that long. But if it was this game, I think the Niners, their defense is just too good. Their defensive line is good. Their offense is good. Brock Purdy is probably the only weak link, if you want to call him that. He just doesn't have the experience, in my opinion. That's why he's a quote unquote weak link. But I just think the Niners are the better team overall. I think if they make it this far, they will surely go to the Super Bowl without a doubt.
I like that. AJ, I know that you're in the comments right now because he says LMAO rave. AJ, if you're watching right now, let me know what your thoughts are of a Niners versus Chiefs Super Bowl. Let me know down in the comments. We're going to take a quick break before we get into the Super Bowl. If you are watching right now, whether you're watching live or you're watching this after it's been posted, we've gone through the live. We at NSP are doing a live or a bracket for the NFL playoffs, a NSP NFL bracket for the playoffs. So if you want to enter, let us know. I'm going to throw up our banner. Let us know how if you want to get your hands on this bracket. Reach us out on email. We have a Discord. Let us know if you want a link to that. We can send it in the chat. You can also find it on our YouTube banner. So look there. But find us on Twitter, Facebook, etc. We are on everything except Instagram, which is coming soon. Potentially, we will see. But reach out to us. We'll get you this bracket. You can enter for free, no money cost at all, and send it back to us. Make sure you guys pay attention to the highest seed plays the lowest seed, stuff like that. Be smart. Don't send us an incorrect ballot bracket. We will send it back and tell you to redo it because we want you to win. We want you to have the best chance. And I'm talking about winning. So you may say, hey, if I get the most points, if I'm right at the end of this, what do I win? Well, you'll be getting a signed NFL memorabilia. We haven't decided exactly what it's going to be. It's probably going to be a signed mini helmet, most likely, of a random player. So if you're interested in that, if that's something you may want to win and you want to show your dominance over everybody else, go ahead and enter into our brackets. It is, as I said, it is free of charge, and we are going to give you a prize if you win. The only cost, actually, there is a cost. I forgot. You just have to subscribe. That's the only cost to this thing. So go ahead, go to YouTube, subscribe to us at NSP and Not So Pro Football Talk, and we'll be glad to enter you into this giveaway. All right, Super Bowl. Here we are. What is this? Super Bowl 57. 57 years of Super Bowl. Very, very exciting. Can't wait till we hit 60. That'll be really cool. But Chiefs versus Niners. This is a rematch of it was 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was Super Bowl 54 or 53. I don't remember.
No, it wasn't 53 for sure. It wasn't that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 54.
54 or 55. I want to say it was 55.
We'll
no, it was 54. It's 54.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a rematch of that. This night, 3 years ago, AJ cried himself to sleep. He was so sad because the Chiefs ended up winning and the Niners lost. And the way I'm picking this game is what I've said since the beginning of the year. All right. Both of these teams are very, very good. You obviously have to be a very good team in order to make the playoffs, and then go all the way to the Super Bowl. It doesn't just happen by chance. It happens because of grit and love for the sport and just a want to win. Nestor is over here saying he's got the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. All right, but I think that's a good pick, Nestor. That's a good pick. The way I'm picking this is for what I said at the very beginning of the year. The only team that's going to win this is going to come out of the AFC. And that's why I have the Chiefs winning another Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes gets his second ring and further builds his dominance over this league. What are your thoughts, Vincent?
Not bad. Well, my game is different here, but if it was this game, I definitely think that Chiefs are just too much for the 49ers. Their defense is great. Don't get me wrong. They're going to play up to par. If this game does happen, the Chiefs will have some trouble scoring. They're not going to score more than 30 points, in my opinion. But the Chiefs are just the Chiefs, you know. They have Travis Kelce. They have Juju Smith-Schuster, who's not the best, but he's still good. They have Patrick Mahomes. They have a triple-headed trio back there at the running back position. They have so much depth everywhere. Kadarius Toney got traded over there. You know, they have so much depth everywhere. Their defense is not the best, like we did talk about earlier when they faced up against the Bengals, but I still think the Chiefs are just a better team. I'm sorry, AJ. If this does happen, I hope it's not a recollection of memories from way back when they lost to the Chiefs in the past Super Bowls. But
poor guy.
I just think the Chiefs are good here. I think you said it best, Reed. It's the Super Bowl is going to go through the AFC if it comes out this way. But in the one that I had the Bengals versus Eagles. I had the Eagles winning because I think the Eagles are due. I think Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. I think their offense is great, and I think their defense is not that bad with the cornerbacks and safeties that they have there. So my pick was the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. I've been riding them hot since the last offseason, and I think they can probably do it. We'll see.
All right. And that's going to be the end of our video. And then if you're wondering, hey, if I play this whole bracket and I somehow tie with somebody else, what do? We have at the very bottom here a Super Bowl total points tiebreaker. I've got 45 overall points in this game. I think the Niners keep it close, keep it low, and then the Chiefs come up big with a touchdown at the end of the game.
Brar says it should have been the Niners, Reed. He's saying we're not the best at predicting. So he says it should be the Niners.
I apologize, Brar, but I just think whether my bracket is wrong here or whatever happens where I'm wrong, whatever, I think the winner comes out of the AFC. Either the Bengals, the Bills, or the Chiefs are going to be the winner of the Super Bowl. I don't think it comes out of the NFC this year. The AFC is just way too stacked. The only way, in my opinion, someone Bro, now you're just embarrassing yourself. What is this? Patty throwing 5 interceptions. Your defense is good, man. He throws at max.
Remember, in this
2.
I'm sorry, AJ, but I'm going to bring this up. In the Super Bowl, or before the Super Bowl, in the playoffs, basically, the 49ers drop interceptions, bro. They drop them.
You're gonna make them cry, Vince. Come on,
I'm sorry. AJ, close your ears and close your eyes.
I like it, bro. The Niners can win any game, all right? I'll give them that. But I think they lose in the Super Bowl. I think they do. Which is going to be really sad for you guys because you guys have made a lot of Super Bowls and just come up just short.
At this point, I think it would be 3.
Yeah, in our lifetime.
In our lifetime, yeah. Jeez.
So, yeah, if you guys are interested in entering into this bracket, please go ahead, fill out this bracket. If you don't have the bracket yet, go ahead and reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, and we'll be glad to give it to you. And then, where am I missing?
Some big news about tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I'm going to drop the news right now. If you guys are watching, here is the news. The biggest NSP project we've ever done. We tomorrow are coming out with a vlog. Ooh. A vlog. Yes, first time we've ever done anything like this. It's always been us sitting here in our rooms talking to you guys. So we're going to tomorrow be releasing a vlog. There's some NFL content in there, and then we're doing something else that's really fun. So go ahead, check it out. It's coming out tomorrow at 5 p.m. Niners Talk is coming out a little early at 11 a.m. So make sure you stay tuned to that. And then a Seahawks Talk is coming out early on Saturday at 10 a.m. Correct, Vincent? 10 a.m. So go ahead, check that out. A lot of cool stuff coming out in NSP in these coming days. So make sure you guys have that, or you're already subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you guys enter in this bracket. We are trying to give you guys something. And all you have to do is predict the playoffs. And we know all your Super Bowl minds are just so smart because you guys love to tell us how we are wrong. So go ahead and tell us again. Answering this bracket we're literally trying to give away something for free. So, and then Brar's going to end us off here saying Purdy outplaying Mahomes, going to feed families.
Jesus.
Purdy's good, man. But the Super Bowl is just too big for him at this moment.
Hey man,
hey, if he ends up winning this, I can't wait for you guys to trade away Trey Lance and say goodbye to that guy. Because Brock Purdy, if he wins you a Super Bowl, you guys are gonna run off into the sunset with this guy. But I just don't see it happening this year. Maybe in the next coming years, you guys obviously have a great team. You guys are going to be in the playoffs for a while until something ends up happening with your team. But we're gonna end it off here. This is our playoff bracket. Make sure you guys enter in. You have to enter in before the first game on Saturday, so you only have basically less than 48 hours, if I'm correct. So make sure you guys enter in. Please enter in. Do not be late. Make sure you guys enter in a correct bracket. And we'll see you guys next time. See you on Niner Talk tomorrow. We won't be there, but AJ will. So see you guys later. Keep on grinding.